First reading. A reading from Paul's first letter to Corinthians, chapter 8, verses 1 onwards. Brethren, knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. If anyone imagines that he knows something, he does not yet know as he ought to know. But if anyone loves God, he is known by God. Therefore, as to the eating of food offered to idols, we know that an idol has no real existence and that there is no God but one. For although there may be so-called gods in heaven or on earth, as indeed there are many gods and many lords, yet for us there is one God, the Father, from whom we are all things and for whom we exist, and one Lord, Jesus Christ, through whom all are things and through whom we exist. However, not all possess this knowledge, but some, through some former association with idols, eat food as really offered to an idol, and their conscience, being weak, is defiled. And so by your knowledge, this weak person is destroyed, the brother for whom Christ died. Thus, sinning against your brothers and wounding their conscience when it is weak, you sin against Christ. Therefore, if food makes my brother stumble, I will never eat meat, lest I make my brother stumble. Second reading. A reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 6, verses 27 onwards. At that time, Jesus said to his disciples, I say to you, who hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. To one who strikes you on the cheek, offer the other also. And from one who takes away your cloak, do not withhold your tunic either. Give to everyone who begs from you, and from one who takes away your goods, do not demand them back. And as you wish that others would do to you, do so to them. If you love those who love you, what benefit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what benefit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. And if you lend to those from whom you expect to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners to get back the same amount. But love your enemies and do good and lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for He is kind to the ungrateful and the evil. Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful. Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use it will be measured back to you. This is the word of the Lord. The teaching of Jesus in this Sermon on the Plain is not easily understandable to most of us. How can one practice all these or some of these teachings? This is contrary to every normal, worldly human understanding. On the other hand, if there is one person who could have given such teaching with far-reaching consequences, it is Jesus. No other person or religious leader has taught like this. For Jesus, all that we do or say is motivated by the Father. Be merciful, even as your Father is merciful, is the summary and conclusion of his entire sermon. We are called to be like God, our Father in heaven, and one can become like Him only when we conduct ourselves like Him.